Hello everyone, welcome. Man, I am bad at setting up streams. I always forget about setting the YouTube side on Restream. I don't always, but a good amount of the time I forget about it. Which gets really annoying, not gonna lie. Yeah. Honestly, with how badly a lot of these streams do on YouTube, I'm tempted to stop streaming to YouTube altogether. But now that Twitch officially allows this, I just want to do Turf War. I don't want to do Clam. I mean, I suppose Splat Zones wouldn't be bad. I just don't. Okay, this is the one I'd want to be doing anyway. I just don't feel like doing ranked. That's basically about as far as it goes. Not today, at least. Someday. I want more weapons first. I should put the front cam back on the screen. I really wish there was just a way people could join me without needing to friend me, because man, my Switch friends list is packed with people. And man, maps that we've played a million times already. I do not remember this being so bad with Splatoon 2. I'm not gonna complain today, though. I'll try not to. You know, I appreciate that Aerospray trying to take that fight, but they could not win that fight. I appreciate the lack of fear, though. It's a good thing to see. So apparently my stream is unstable, according to Twitch. I'm just gonna ignore that, though, because, like, its major complaint is the rate. Bitrate's fine. It's literally what they recommend. So I don't know. I think Twitch is just being moody. I just noticed they have 2 Hydra Splatlings. Cannot help but feel this is not a well-designed map. Are we finally getting pushed out of their spawn? Nope. Nope, that's not happening. I'm not gonna super jump back. I don't want to be contributing to this massacre. If I get back there and they're still being spawn camped, I mean, I'll have to take part or not do anything. But like, yeah. They are pretty conclusively stuck. I mean, those Hydras don't seem to understand right-hand peeking, but still, Great way to start things. I mean, it's honestly a case of I feel like with the old spawn system, there would have been a better chance for the enemy team to make a comeback. Maybe that's just me. But like having that little dome that you would be invulnerable in no matter what was kind of nice. Oh man, the season's coming to a close. I don't really care. I mean, I'm sure there's... Well, I'm not sure. But, you know, there might be clothes and stuff in those that you can't get otherwise, but I don't feel like that's something Nintendo would do. Like, I feel like the clothes is just a free bonus that you can get other ways. Even if that just comes down to ordering it off of other players, like... I should have thrown that suction bomb a little sooner. I might have got them right on the land. Once again, though, like, we're already in their spawn. Like... And, like, they have some semi-protected areas. Like, it's gonna take a hot minute before we can properly get, like, right up there. Like, it is very much semi-protected areas. 'Cause, like, we could get right up in there. Now. I didn't even realize the carbon roller was there. Unless it was the carbon roller in... No, if it was the carbon roller in the thing, they would have, what's this special called? I just woke up not long ago. My brain ain't working great. The Spider-Man special. I legitimately cannot think of what that special is called. I know its name. I just can't think of its name. Ow. Carbon rolled. Oh, there's someone there and I somehow didn't hit them. Good. Now we're being spawn camped, kind of. I'm going to start referring to this map as Nucleus, because that just kind of feels like what it is. It's just a war of spawn camp. Also, I may need to step away at some point to go yell at their dog. But I also may not have to. He doesn't like being alone, and my mother has to go somewhere today. So, may have to go yell at the dog. But that's only really if he starts getting too fussy. I also apologize if I'm not like 100% today, because I'm not 100% today. This time of year sucks for me, but like, if I want to reach my goal of 150 streams this year, I've still got to do 25 streams after today. And there's not a huge many more days than that left in the year. There's like 33 days left, so... Hello, Alice. Man, I suck at it. Glad you're still enjoying it. I honestly find it mildly amusing that, those videos are, like, my most watched by, like, a landslide. Yeah, there's still people that play every Animal Crossing. I think I've seen people still playing the, very original. Which, just from a standpoint of holidays, I don't fully know why they play the original, because the original does kind of have the least amount of holidays. Ow. I should have known they were going to do that. But hey, if it's the one they want to play, then it's the one they want to play. Darn it. Yeah, I think basically to get you the animal tracks to go away / stop is to just not walk over a specific spot for a while. Come on, team. How did you all fail this hard at the very end? Oh well. I mean, I kind of like the animal track system. I actually kind of wish they would bring that back. Because, like, sure, everyone these days is just like, oh, I'll just, like, place down some tiles to make it look like a path. Like, I'd rather it just become naturally a path. That was kind of neat. But I'm pretty sure they removed that feature when starting with New Leaf. Could be wrong. I just don't remember ever seeing it with New Leaf. And I definitely don't ever remember seeing it with New Horizons. Nope, I do not. I know basically no other content creators. Like, I don't really watch anyone else. I don't even watch myself. I am very, very slow to start watching new creators. Like, it took my girlfriend basically asking me to watch Vinny Vinesauce for like probably close to 2 years before I was like, alright, I'll watch. So like, should give you some level of idea. Dude, there was one of you back, 2 of you back there. How did you allow that? Frickin' dualies, man. I'll take it. Someone needs to turf our base. Guess it's gonna be me with a not very good turfing weapon, but oh well. I'll take the turf points. That was fair. Hey, teammates, our base needed turf. Someone had to do it. None of y'all were doing it. Still a lot of our base isn't turfed. Jeez. If we win this, I am taking full credit for that. Yeah, I might take a peek at some point. As I said, I'm very resistant to new creators, so I found the lot I like to watch, and I watch them, basically. It's just how I am with YouTube. But that's partially because, like, the YouTube algorithm is stupid. And it's kind of made me... It's helped with the me not wanting to actually go watch other content creators. Like, a case in point. Have you ever noticed how those content creators you're not subscribed to show up in your recommendeds a lot more often than the ones you're actually subscribed to? Like, yeah, I know there's a whole separate tab on YouTube for who you're subscribed to. But YouTube refuses to recommend almost anything you're actually subscribed to you, which is why a lot of the channels I end up watching, I'm actually not even subscribed to. Like Vinny Vinesauce, I'm not subscribed to his full sauce or main channel, because if I know if I do subscribe, YouTube will stop recommending stuff to me. I shouldn't have to go to a separate tab just to see the content I have told YouTube I want to see. As well as just random other little videos, because, like, I'll watch cat videos. It's YouTube, it's what it's for. Teammates. I'm dead. Yep. I've noticed that's a trend with Splatoon 3, of like, your team will either be hyper-focused on turfing the base, or not focused at all. There doesn't seem to be an in-between. I think I'm dead. I thought I had a teammate, but I guess they died. That is fair. The Inkling girls are pretty cute. The Inkling boys look stupid. You ever wonder why I always play as a female character? It's because the males look dumb. Yep. Inkling boy and girl are both in Mario Kart. Kind of hoping with the next Mario Kart they add an option to be an Octoling too. Because the Octoling's pretty cool. The only thing there is they would only be able to... Well, I suppose they can technically add Octoling boys now, but like if they want to go with the things we see from the story, it's only Octoling girls. Yes. Splatoon's a fun series. If you're not into the whole online online PvP gameplay, there is actually a co-op game mode where you're fighting just a lot of AI salmons, basically. And there's also a quite extensive single-player campaign. It's pretty fun. Just kind of the good, like, the thing I've always kind of liked about Splatoon is there is something here for everybody. Like, even in the very original Splatoon that didn't have the co-op game mode, there was also little mini-games you could play around with, and there was still the single-player mode that was decently extensive. It was a pretty good single-player campaign. Who has beacon? No one on the team has sub power up, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, the beacons are nice, but if you don't have the sub power up to back them up, they're almost irrelevant. Which I swear is a more or less PSA I've given since they added that with Splatoon 2. Is carry sub power up with beacons. It's worth it. Ow. Yeah, our base needs turfed badly. See, this is what I mean. You either get a team that obsessively turfs the base, or one that just could not care. There's no in-between with Splatoon 3. So I guess I'm turfing the base. Even though I'm not the worst weapon on the team for it. I am like the second worst. But like, this needs to be done. These are points. Probably a few chunks I missed, yeah. That's fine. Yes! I got it off! Oh, that was close. I almost didn't. Yeah, the great thing about the Inkling girl in Mario Kart 8 there is that she's almost optimal. She's missing, I think, 1 point of speed. So, like, in a true competitive sense, she's not optimal. But in terms of just playing the game, she's perfectly viable. Which is really nice. Almost every middleweight in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, well, I think every middleweight, actually, is perfectly viable. The heavyweights, it kind of depends on if they can match your playstyle. And the babies, well, they used to be good. Like, I mean, they could still win. I mean, my entire last Mario Kart stream is evidence of that. The babies can still win. But they're definitely in the worst position. Because, like, Nintendo decided for the babies that they were basically fine. And buffed everybody else. So, like, most heavyweights can reach, effectively, the combined stat total for speed and mini turbo, which are the two stats that matter competitively. and basically determine if your Mario Kart build will work or not. Is, you know, how is your speed in mini turbo? The middleweights are the cap. Basically all of them except the few females that are missing 1 speed are literally the cap. They cannot get any higher. I thought I would do that. The babies have the technical highest mini turbo by like 1 point. No Colby Oshawott. I know of like the big ink wall thing they showed. That's about it. Wow, this team is getting wrecked. Oh, they're bringing Splashdown back. Too bad they're not gonna retroactively put it on things that it should be on. I can guarantee they're not gonna do that. So my undercover is still going to suffer. Now they need to do is bring back the first game's bubbler. Name it like Ultra Bubbler or something. Yeah, I figured I would die there. And then I'll be a happy camper. If it's reworked, that does not fill me with confidence. Because the only thing Splashdown needed was faster deployment of its armor. That's all it needed. At least on the weapons it was good on. Like, it dealt great damage, and the only major issue was you were so vulnerable. Yeah, that's kind of lame. I don't use dualies or blasters, so I'm not going to get to play around with it, really. I mean, I could pick up both. I don't like dualies, and blasters just do not suit me. I can just go find it. I think I have links turned off for obvious safety reasons, so... It's just one of those things that's probably going to annoy me now with this game. It's like, man, why couldn't they have just brought it back initially so that my undercover could have its proper kit? Like... Or could they just, you know, allow us to swap specials? As long as it was a kit that existed in the past, can we just swap to it? Well, like, I can see a point to Reef Slider. Like, the Arrow Spray makes great use of Reef Slider. A Blaster would make great use of Reef Slider. The short-range, fast kill weapons would make great use of it. The undercover is not fast kill. Like, the splashdown was how you splatted people. And also how you recovered your shield. Like, it was a safety net. Or as, you know, Entity has pointed out before, it's what I treated as a panic button. When things started going wrong, I hit Splashdown, so that either, one, I would retain my Splashdown, basically, because of the reduced cost on death as long as you activated it, or I'd survive. It was a win-win, like... I either got to keep my special and, you know, try again, or I survived because of the special. You can't do that with Reef Slider. I mean, you could if Reef Slider didn't leave you more vulnerable than Splashdown ever did, but I just don't like dualies. Just from a game design standpoint, I do not like dualies. Like, I've explained it many times on stream, but it basically equates to I do not like dualies because they break core game mechanics by existing. Like, the number one thing that the game teaches you, even in Splatoon 3 as part of the single player, is enemy ink is a hindrance. It's meant to slow you down and stop you from moving well. Dualies don't have to care about that. Dualies just dodge roll. Who needs to care about enemy ink when you got dodge roll? Also, man, that soda is a bit powerful. Like, I'm pretty sure they've held the lead they've had because of the soda. Which is a case of, like, you know, when a lot of people say they hate a weapon, it's probably because, like, they think it's bad. But me, it's literally just I don't like the design of dualies. I really feel like they could have done it better. Like, even if they wanted to keep the dodge rolling in enemy ink thing, like, they could have at least gave a pretty big penalty for doing it. You know, like, if dodge rolling in enemy ink cost you a quarter of your ink tank. That kind of thing. That way you couldn't just dodge roll like normal turf. And you'd actually have to stop and consider, okay, can I even get away from this fight? I don't understand quick respawn. I just don't. First game, I totally got it, because it always worked. But, like, if you're playing a super aggressive weapon, and you're confident with your abilities with that super aggressive weapon, you're gonna get a splat before you die. Meaning all your quick respawn goes away. Which was another thing that, like, I kind of wish that Nintendo would do that a bit better, because I don't like it when your gear stops mattering. Like, if quick respawn basically lost effectiveness based on the number of splats you got before you died, that would be kind of neat. Like, if one splat took away 50% of the effectiveness, and then the second splat took away another 50% of that, so that now you're at, like, you know, 50% of 50%, and then they just kept doing that until you're basically at nothing. But it's still doing ever so slightly something. That would be kind of nice. It works just like 2. The moment you die, it goes... Well, the moment you splat someone, it goes away. Unless some balance change has happened at some point to change that. But I know from closed tests to back when I first played when it first came out to, you know, last time I semi-seriously played the game. See, I always play pretty offensively and aggressively, so you'd think I would use it, but it's because it stops working that I just don't. I'd rather have run speed or swim speed or even opening gambit, like opening gambit is my one big exception to the I don't like it when abilities stop working, but that's purely because like opening gambit is such a big boost. Now, it really doesn't matter outside of ranked game modes, because the first 30 seconds of a battle really don't matter. But, you know, in Turf War anyway, it's only the last 30 seconds that matter. Ow. My aim sucks. Yeah, that's where, like, when you'll find teams that are trying to make their big push early, and then when it doesn't work, it very much seems like they just give up in Turf War. They're a bit silly, because literally that early push doesn't matter. Though this one's probably over, too. They have soda, and we don't. But we do still have kind of an advantage. Honestly, if you're gonna be using dualies, I'd argue you'd probably be better off with, like, Saber main. Like, Ink Saver main, Ink Resist is always nice to have, though I feel like I'm the only person that thinks that. There really isn't a huge amount for dualies, though swim speed is also always nice to have. I don't remember. I think it was like... I think it gave you one of each. But it might have been two of each. Calm down, person. Stop consuming sugar. You clearly have had too much. Is that Aerospray used? What are you doing, Aerospray? Okay, that wasn't the Aerospray, that was the sniper. I almost survived that. Yeah, I was thinking it was basically one. Ow. That was some lag. They were beside me. Yeah, this is kind of falling apart. Yep. Gives like one of each of run and swim. It's not a bad ability. It's just not a consistent ability, if that makes any sense. Because, like, it's one of those things of, ideally, you wouldn't be planning on dying. You know, the goal is to not die. So, like, if your game plan is how you're gonna recover after you've died, then maybe just try not dying, you know? It's why, like, I'd say to go with things like, Ink Save Remain. Anywhere between 2 and, like, 8 hours. I don't know how long I'm gonna go today. Because I'm definitely not feeling 100% today, so... Though I say that, I've streamed for like an hour and a half before. Alrighty. Actually, wonders, man. I need a new tab because stuff's stupid. Put that back up. That up so I can see the chat. I don't know how I managed to survive that, but... guessing a fair bit of that was the person was probably out of ink. So having a sploosh directly in your face is not really conducive to survival. Ow. Did not notice they were there. I should have known, though. Ah. sucks. Yeah, I know this is Splatoon and not Mario Kart, but I feel like I need to make mention, like, I am kind of really looking forward to seeing what the next Mario Kart is going to be like. I really hope they keep everything they've learned from 8. I mean, they usually do. But at the same time, I also hope they don't go as hard trying to make sure everything's balanced. Like, definitely no single, you know, weight class, character class, meta. Like, we don't need that, but we don't need absolutely everything to be as balanced as it is with Mario Kart 8. I mean, like, as I made mention of earlier, like, in Mario Kart 8, if you're playing a middleweight character, you're basically set. Like, as long as it's middleweight, you can basically use any gear and you'll be fine. Like any part, wheel, glider, you'll have basically the exact same stat total you would have if you were playing the most optimal, with a few exceptions where they have one less speed. Like, which I think is literally just Cat Peach, Female Villager, Female Inkling, and Diddy Kong. Like, but even they still have perfectly respectable stat totals. Like, really the only way to play a quote-unquote bad setup in Mario Kart 8 is to basically grab one of the babies, so like Baby Daisy, Peach, Rosalina, Mario, Luigi, one of the actual babies. And I think also Lemmy, I don't remember the others. I know there's one or two others that aren't a baby. But you grab those, and you put them in basically a maximum speed setup. That's pretty bad. But even then, like, you'll still be fine. You can still win. If you're basically on par with the rest of the room, you'll probably still win, like, you know, more often than you lose. Mostly because I'm referring to being on, you know, on par with the people at the top of the room. You know, basically what you should be to be in a room in the first place. Yeah, that was a lot of special charge. Clearly they wanted to booyah, and booyah a lot. I cannot blame them. So man, I haven't felt that discouragement in a long time of when I got back into playing this game the first time. Not for, you know, this year, but like last year, I think it was early this year. I don't remember when it was. Like, the last time I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play Splatoon again, because I know people like Splatoon. Ow. Just seeing how many people are, like, min-maxed gear, it's like, oh, I don't even have snails. You know? Ow. saw that way too late. Like, the last time I had felt that was with the original Splatoon. And I was very late to that party. Because, like, the original Splatoon came out when I was still decently young. I was still a teenager. And at the time, I was playing a ton of Team Fortress 2. And basically just had the thought of, why would I want to play a 4v4 TF2? That's basically just team deathmatch most of the time. Which, I mean, is a fair argument. Why would you want to play that when you put it in that context? Then you add even more to that context by you can't change weapons mid-battle and, like, you know... Ow. Splatoon starts to look decently unappealing until you actually play it. Yeah, that's fair. Like, it is fair to have not liked shooters before Splatoon. Splatoon is it's an anomaly. To me, it feels like it has basically truck simulator vibes of... It's something that, when you just describe it, does not sound like it would be fun. Like, when you just describe the mechanics, you don't actually, like, experience it, or, you know... You don't experience it, you don't get any of the extra context. Like... It's one of those things of, like, it doesn't sound like it should be fun, but it is. It very much has MOBA syndrome, I suppose, because MOBAs, on the surface, do not sound fun. A lot of them aren't fun. But, like, it is fun. I'm gonna need to grab some coffee after this battle. That was a bit of a waste of that Booyah Bomb, but that's fine. I mean, I am honestly glad I eventually picked up the first Splatoon. If I hadn't, I would have literally never met my girlfriend. Because we met from her showing up in my chat, basically. Back when I was very first starting to stream, back in 2016. Like, she had just been looking for streams to watch. Not even specifically Splatoon, just streams. And ended up just randomly deciding to watch mine. And then after, like, about a week of just me streaming and her showing up in the chat, and then deciding, hey, let's exchange Discords. Let's just talk. Ow. I was kind of hoping a teammate would come and help. But I guess they were busy. And then things just kind of progressed from there. You can just join a turf war. If I create a lobby, it will always put you on my team. Which is why I don't create lobbies. But you can just join people playing turf war. As long as you're on their friends list. And then you won't always be on the same team. Which is probably one of my least favorite changes they made in Splatoon 3. Because, like, I'm just sitting here thinking... Also, I do need some coffee, so I'm going to be backing out of this lobby. Just so everyone is aware in case anyone is attempting to join. I'm just sitting here thinking of, like, if me and, say, Vapor/Ryan were to pair together... then, like, we would dominate. I mean, he's undoubtedly a lot better than I am these days. Back in Splatoon 2 days, he and I were basically equals. And we were generally the best two players in the room. Like, the times with Splatoon 2 that I did private lobbies, where it would be basically 4v4s, anytime the game randomly put Ryan and I on the same team, that team won. There was no losing at that point. It got to the point where anytime he was taking part in, like, one of my private lobbies, we basically became team captains, and he would be always on one team, I would always be on the other. Like... But yeah, I will be back in a moment. Also, hello, Alice. I will be back. Return. So yeah, Alice, you are probably the only person on YouTube. There's a fair few people on Twitch, but YouTube just does not get views for Splatoon. Like, I have one average viewer right now, which means it is probably just Alice over there. Twitch has 4. I say average viewer. 1 concurrent viewer at the moment. Which, like, I don't fully get. Splatoon 2 was really good on YouTube, but not very good on Twitch. That mod is a bot. If you look at the message being sent, you see how it says Twitch and then, you know, a comma, well, not comma, whatever that's called, the 2 dots. My brain ain't working right today. And then it says Colby Oshawott. That is someone on Twitch named Colby Oshawott saying a message. Restream bot is basically copying that message over to the YouTube chat so that people on YouTube can see it. Because I'm live on both YouTube and Twitch. Twitch gets the same thing when you say something. And then if you look at the chat on the screen, you'll notice the Twitch and YouTube icons next to your names. That's basically how it works. Yeah, not on YouTube. On Twitch, there is people, though. How close am I to the weapon ticket? Do I already have the weapon ticket? I didn't notice. I already have the weapon ticket. I almost... Well, no, see... The bot is showing you the chat from people on Twitch, basically. So the bot isn't so much talking as it is just relaying messages from one platform to the other. So like, I will give you a bit of a demonstration here. If I say hi on Twitch, it should. I clicked the wrong thing. See how it now says Restream bot and then in brackets Twitch Stephen White. Hi. That is my message from Twitch being relayed to YouTube. And if I were to do the same thing on YouTube, it would do the same thing back to Twitch. It's just so both communities can talk to each other, basically, while I'm streaming. And it doesn't cause much overall confusion. Because, you know, you can still see the messages of the people saying things on the other platform. Except when Restream bot breaks, which does happen from time to time, and it gets kind of annoying when it does. It's not a perfect solution, but, I mean, it kind of works. Okay, I'm like one battle away from the second weapon ticket there. Hello, Bernard Twitch. I could put one snail into these shoes and work on them and see what I get. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I used to have my shirt be Ink Resist, and then anytime a Splatfest happened, I had to really hope I'd get Ink Resist on my shirt, because it's something you get used to having. I also want to work on another run speed hat. Do I have another 3 around here? I think most of those I've already used to the fullest extent they have available to them. Did any of them roll anything good? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I'm gonna go shove some snails, then I will queue again. Boost it. Yep, it showed up in the Twitch chat. If it shows up on screen, it shows up in the other chat. So like if you look below my face cam on the right hand side, you'll see just a long list of chat messages. That's the chat on screen. Which can cause some problems when someone shows up and says something horribly inappropriate, because then I have to refresh the browser source of the chat, and it gets rid of all of the chat off the screen. Really wish I could just remove messages from that, but I don't think I can. I might be able to. I don't honestly know. I don't fully know how Restream's chat works. I've only been using it for like 2 years, and I've never bothered to learn how it works. Oops. Which, for anyone who's watched me long enough, should know that's pretty on point. That's just how I do things. So many dual squelchers. Well, dually squelchers. They're not dual squelchers. The dual squelcher has yet to return, Nintendo. You said you were bringing back all the old weapons. Where's my dual squelcher, Nintendo? I want my bad weapon back. Like, I honestly feel like that's the issue. That's the reason they haven't brought it back. Is they're like, but it's bad. It's like, yes, I know. I want it. I want the bad weapon. Let me have my bad weapon. Ow. Like, anyone that didn't play the original Splatoon, the dual squelcher was a shorter range, higher rate of fire jet squelcher that dealt slightly less damage per hit. That has more range than the dually squelchers do, with about the same damage. Welcome to the YouTube side of things. Don't know overly how we're winning this hard, but apparently we are. Can that person please stop shouting this way? It's getting a little annoying. Man, that has to be one of the saddest specials, not gonna lie. The birdie. I think we actually lost that. Oh no. Okay. I thought the chums had turfed more than they did. Change gear. The birdie thing, I can't think of what it's called, but y'all know what I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. This is gonna go horribly. I'm not a bucket person. That's Robotics' thing. She is really good with buckets. But, like, that birdie thing feels like echolocator, but worse. Like, I mean, it deals damage, which can be nice, and, like, there are some weapons that really struggle to dodge it. Like, dualies really struggle to dodge that thing's damage. Problem is, it doesn't really deal much damage. So, like... Ow. That went about as well as expected. I need more run speed. That is the conclusion I have come to. I need more. I need all of it. Ow. Ow. It's counting. I did find the pillar in time. Got soda place though, so other people are going to benefit from it. Literally why I bought this thing is because I had the thought of, even if I do badly, I can still place the soda. And that soda is kind of strong, so... I just don't know the best spots for putting it on Wahoo World, because the map is so wide. Your team is usually so spread out that it's hard to get it in a place where everyone can conveniently grab some. Oh boy, quick respawn. Yeah, here's the thought. I wonder if I can make it to 245 followers on Twitch by the end of the year. Doesn't sound like it would be all that much, but that is, you know, the rate I gain followers and the rate I lose them because they're mostly art bots. Oh, I say art bots. It's probably closer to art scammers. And then when they finally realize that they're not going to get anything out of you, they unfollow. Or they get banned. I don't know which happens. I actually wonder if I put a banner on my Twitch, if they would go away. Because, like, that seems to be their thing. It's like, but you don't have a banner. It's like, yeah, I know. I had one. Twitch deleted it, I guess. Yep, Twitch tends to auto-block those, so I have auto-mod on. Never let them know your next move. Ow. Swift. Yeah, I need to just place this. It's not a good spot. My team can't make use of it, but I need to just place it. Ow. I would rather pop my soda and only I gain benefit from it than drop it and no one gains anything from it. But there is a fair bit of TF2 logic to that of... I have it ingrained in my head, pop it, don't drop it. Because I play medic. Which is basically the principle of, in TF2, if you're playing medic, if you think you're going to die, just pop your Uber. Because it's better you pop it and live than drop it and die. I do feel like I'm doing a lot better with the Tri-Slosher than I used to. But that also seems to be a trend with this game. Like, I never used to be even remotely passable with a Hydra Splatling. Now it's one of my better weapons. So I get the feeling that there's just been a lot of subtle changes. For some reason, I gel with those weapons now. It's probably a lot of just kit changes. But I'm barely using my sub, so I don't know if that's even playing into anything with the Tri-Slosher. Yeah, it really likes Wahoo World. Which I'll personally take. I've played the other map more than Wahoo World. Because this actually feels like a semi-random choice of maps. It's not the literal same two in the same order every time. Ooh. I should have placed it. Me trying to convince a teammate to go get a soda. Like, I know it's not the most useful thing to a dynamo, but like, it's right there, my person. I just put it there. Go get yourself some sody pops. Sugar-free. Anyone can have them. Ow. Ow. Doesn't matter. I had soda. Oh, that person went up. Get him, Dynamo. This late in, I'm just gonna place it. I'm not gonna think about it. And I say semi-random maps because I'm still seeing the same maps I see every time I stream this. But I mean, at least it's a slightly different order, I think. I mean, like, it got annoying with Splatoon 2 when you would see, like, one map and then 2 rotations later you see that map again. But at least it was random. Like, you'd see a bunch of other maps in that same grouping. You know, that same session. But you just don't have that anymore. Me tries not to complain about things. Also me. I mean, I do feel like that's a fairly legitimate complaint, is that you basically... If you play at roughly the same time every day... Like... You basically only see the same maps. He really likes Wahoo World. I wasn't top of the team, so I can't say that. And that was really close as well, so... Ow. Whacked by a splat roller. That was such a stupid idea. That was never gonna work. But I tried anyway. 'Cause you know what? You miss all the shots you don't take. Just trying to be a bit of a gremlin. Ow. I still miss the old respawns, because, like, you could exist while using your other hand for something. I'm sorry, what? Well, I suppose we kind of hold... Okay, yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, I'm definitely not minding the, Tri-Slosher. Wish it had a different sub. But the soda... The soda bomb just feels bad. Like, it always kind of has to me. I get it's... Like, I know it's not actually bad. It just feels bad. Because it takes so long to charge it compared to just the other bombs. And doesn't deal as much initial damage as, like, a splat bomb or suction bomb. I will say, though, that is a battle we really shouldn't have lost, but oh well. Eh, there's Hammerhead. Dynamo would be behind the thing. I am playing like crap this match. Okay. Now to not get in my own head about that. Man. Ah, come on, brain. They have... No, they don't. So beacons aren't the main reason we're losing. Probably just me playing like crap. That's why. This is an embarrassingly low amount of turf I've done. This is what I would expect out of being a charger, not a tri-slosher. Yeah, I feel like this stream's only gonna go 2 hours. I'm already starting to really lose all the enthusiasm I had. It was a real struggle to build it up to even stream today, so... This is one of those moments where I kind of wish I hadn't set myself the goal of streaming 150 times this year. Well, not 150 times, but 150 days. I had to specify that, because elsewise I could cheese it by, like, streaming, like, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at noon, 2 hours in the evening, and 3 streams. You know. And that felt like cheating, so... Almost all of my, turf came at the very end. Ugh, yawning. Hey, Wahoo World again! But this is the problem with having mental health issues. You struggle to do things. Good, splat me. I will be back. Cannot stop me. I had the soda. I mean, though, realistically, I could have taken today off. I just felt bad going 3 days in a row without streaming. And I did feel okay-ish when I first woke up. Yeah, freaking dualies, man. Ah. If those weren't dualies, I won that fight. But because they were dualies, I lost. Able to ignore my turf under their feet. Which, like, I get is something I just need to stop doing. It's how I learn to fight people, is keep them in place. Because, you know, I've been playing since the first Splatoon. And a lot of people in the first Splatoon would not run Ink Resist, even though it was really freaking good. Honestly, even now, a lot of people don't run Ink Resist, even though it's really good. Like, being able to move faster in enemy ink is nice. That's one of the main benefits of dualies, is they can just move in enemy ink. Like... I may actually only do one more battle, because I can really feel my my mood going down, so. And not like as in I'm getting like angry or anything. It's the best way I can describe it is the depression is setting in. Like, and none of y'all need to see this. So. This will probably be the final battle of the stream. It's almost 2 hours, so. I'll definitely be back streaming tomorrow, though. It didn't go to plan, but it still worked out. Well, I say I'll definitely be back tomorrow. There's no guarantee of that. But I'll probably be back on this tomorrow. Maybe not Splatoon, but I'll definitely be streaming. Ow. Well, I got my soda just before I died, so... Can I get another one? No, I can't. Okay. That is something I have been curious about. I also did notice that it tells you who is super jumping. Yay! 2 for 1. I do apologize that this has been a shorter stream, but as mentioned a few times, this is gonna be the last one for today. Ending on a win is nice. Usually I end on a loss, so I'll take it. Yeah, I do thank all of you for coming in and watching, and hopefully I'll see you all back here tomorrow, or next stream, hopefully tomorrow, for whatever I end up streaming tomorrow, or next stream. See y'all then.